All right, welcome back. No Oscar today, but that's okay because we have a very special review day today. And we have a couple friends, Mel and Brandon, who just got back off their Disney Wish cruise. And so they're excited to talk about it. And, some of us are a little bit jealous. That's okay. It's okay. We're going to find out all the details and talk to them about it. Let's bring them on board. Hey, Mel and Brandon, how are you?
Ahoy!
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
Are you guys excited that Oscar's not here yet?
I mean,
I know. It's a little bit.
Yeah. Going. That way, when he gets on, we can.
I know, right? We got to get going because when Oscar comes on, that's right. We kind of want to, move.
Be wrapped up by then.
Yeah, be wrapped up. Exactly. That's the point. So this is very exciting. You guys went on the Disney Wish, and this was your first time going on the Disney Wish.
It was.
But you're regular cruisers, right? So you're not new to cruising.
No.
But this is your first time on the Disney Wish. So there's so much to cover here. So let's just kind of get the details over it. So you went on, was it last weekend? It was what? What were the dates?
The 13th to the
15th. December. So was that a Maritime cruise?
It was.
Yes.
Okay. So it was all decked out in Christmas stuff in Disney. Okay, cool. And this is a 3-night cruise, right?
Yes, 3 nights.
Yeah. Was it your first 3-night cruise?
With Disney, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
On our first ever cruise we did together was with Royal on a 3-night.
Okay. All right. So you've been on 3 nights before. Okay. So we'll talk a little bit about the difference between the 3 nights and some longer cruises and what you thought about that. All right. So first time on Disney Wish. And so this must have been, obviously this is exciting because it's a new ship for you guys and it's one of the newest in the fleet. Obviously the Treasure just came out recently, within the last week or so. But other than that, the Disney Wish was the newest ship. So tell us a little bit about that. What was it like, when you get to the terminal and, you're getting to go on board? Just tell us about that, what you guys were thinking and how excited you were.
So for context, we have done 2 on the Dream. We did a 4-night on the Dream, a 5-night on the Dream, and then we did a 7-day on the Fantasy. The one of the Dream and the Fantasy was out of Port Canaveral. We did do a Dream out of Miami. Wouldn't recommend that. Not the Dream, just Miami. And we were really excited to do the Wish because it's obviously the newest ship. And we've been itching to go since it came out. But getting to the terminal was interesting because I had known that the Treasure is also being docked in Port Canaveral right now. And the Treasure is not on its normal itinerary just yet. So I had a feeling that there was going to be some crossover in the terminal with the Wish and the Treasure. And that's what ended up happening. We didn't go out of Disney's terminal in Port Canaveral. So how they have their terminal there.
Yeah.
That's just Disney. The Treasure was out of there. So it had sailed away the day before. So all of those guests were parked in that parking garage. So we were actually, I guess the Disney terminal is Terminal 8.
Yes.
With their normal terminal that they own. They are renting out Terminal 10 there with that parking garage. So the drop off and getting on the ship was a little different because it wasn't you drop off your bags, you go park as normal, and then you walk through the garage, you go through security, and you get on. We paid for parking, then dropped our bag off, and then we looped all the way back around and then got in the parking garage. And then it was just a bare cruise terminal. It wasn't anything Mickey, which was kind of sad. I always love going through Arch.
Yeah.
No, we didn't do that. It was it honestly felt like we were going out of Miami because it was just
oh no
terminal. I know.
As you got closer to the actual walkway that you would take to go up into the ship, that had a little bit more theming.
Yeah.
But the actual terminal itself didn't have anything.
Boring. They didn't have a model of the ship out there or anything.
No, it was so sad. I love going through those that what you're saying, the arches, and you walk through.
Yeah.
No, then there wasn't Mickey's voice being boarding group 5. There wasn't any. It was literally a person holding a piece of paper. It was group 10. So getting on, it was fine. It was a normal trip to Port Canaveral. But other than that, it was pretty seamless.
Yeah. Okay. So you get on board, and of course they announce your name. What did you think when you first walked into I'm assuming you saw pictures before or maybe some videos, right? What did you think when you first walked into the lobby there?
It's really
Beautiful.
we've also done a Very Merry cruise before. We did a Very Merry Time on the Dream. So this was not our first Very Merry, which was kind of nice. It was very gold. The decorations are gold on the Wish for Christmas, which I think is a little unconventional. I mean, it was still beautiful and it matched the lobby really well. But like, I'm a sucker for a green Christmas tree. You know, it was.
The
like
tree was gold.
Tree is gold. All the garland is gold. I think the atrium is beautiful, but it's definitely a lot smaller than the other ships. How it's
and they only have the one staircase too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I think
they also had, they had the stage. That is not really on the Dream
on any of the other ships.
or the other ships that I'm aware of.
Right. So here it is here, right? This is it here?
This would be for the Dream and the Fantasy. So that was probably what was taking up most room that made it feel so small. But
I felt like it was kind of just like cut in half. But it really is just beautiful. Yeah. Like the chandelier is like crazy. And it was funny. We were walking on the carpet. We were like, oh my God, this is so soft. Like it just felt, it felt new. It felt very clean and crisp. And yeah, I mean, the Christmas decorations were nice. When you get on board, they're not lit because then later that night they do the like big tree lighting. So I will say they look a lot nicer lit.
Where is the tree relevant to this picture here?
So go back up. It's right in that right corner. You see like where the banister goes up, where that pole is? Right, right in there.
Yeah. Oh, this is it right here in the corner?
That's where the tree is on the Dream at least too. It's like you have the statue. So in this case, it was Cinderella. And then you have like a blank space and then the trees on the other side.
So this wasn't when you walked in, right? This was like afterwards because everything's lit up here.
Yes.
See, I think the atrium is really, really beautiful. Like I love the colors of it. And I, like you said, I think it's clean. It looks nice. It looks elegant. I think it's really, really nice.
Yeah, I think elegant is the right word.
Yeah. It's elegant, right? Yeah.
The chandelier is like crazy. I think that's like such a wild, with like all the lights on the ceiling. Like it's very, very fun.
Yeah, and the whole ceiling lights up and everything. I think it's really, really nice. I know it only has that one staircase, but I mean, I don't find that to be that big of a deal. I guess more traditional cruise ships have the two staircases, right? All the other 4 ships all have the 2 staircases.
Yeah.
But this one doesn't.
I think what was hard for us because we have only ever been on the Dream and the Fantasy. So like and they're the same. So like it was kind of odd getting on like a completely different ship because we've never been on the Magic or Wonder. So it was just like, we walked in and we were like, you know, guest relations is supposed to be over here. And like, I'm like, where's the elevator? So it was just fun to see.
Well, that's one of the knocks on this ship is that the layout is so different than really almost any other cruise ship. It's not just the Dream or the Fantasy, but like any other cruise ship. Walking around, right? Did you notice how the exterior of the ship doesn't completely encircle the ship? Like there are a lot of dead ends on this ship. Did you encounter that?
Yeah.
Yes, definitely by the adult area.
Yeah.
Like right after the Cove Cafe where you can get like the specialty coffees and stuff. Right after that, there's like lounge chair areas, and then there's a dead end, and then on the other side of that is where you actually get off from the Aqua Mouse. So I'm not sure if that's why.
And even in the inside, it was like, it felt very, I don't know. And our cruise was like packed. We have been fortunate on the other cruises we've been on, they've been full, but they've never been packed. We're lucky to go on one that was actually only 900 guests. So less crew. Yeah, that was like a crazy COVID cruise. There was actually more children on board than there were adults on this cruise. So even just like Mickey's Main Sail, which is the main shop, it's just like one long portion. It's not like it's more of a narrow store than wide. And I felt like that was a weird layout with how crowded it was. Like everybody's going there to buy stuff. And there was like no like wrap around. It was just like on one side of the ship. So I would be interested to see the flow of it when there wasn't as many people. Like we really kind of felt very like shuffly and nobody knew where they were going. It was a quick cruise. So even by like the 3rd day, still nobody knew where they were going.
Yeah.
So it was tough getting around. It was.
It was definitely definitely more crowded than what we were used to.
Yeah.
But after having conversations with some other friends that we were traveling with, I think it really has to do with the length of the cruise, and maybe 3 day invites more children and families and things like that because they don't have to take their kids out of school for as long, or it's just an easier trip rather than like a full week or anything longer than that. So
there we are.
Oh, there you guys are.
There we are. That was at the Christmas dance party.
Yes. Yep.
Okay, so what's that all about?
So I believe it starts off with like Santa. He's on the stage, and I think he reads like a Christmas story.
Yeah, he was reading a Christmas.
I think it's like a Disney Christmas story, like tells a tale of Mickey and his friends, and they tell the whole thing. And the curtain is closed, and all of a sudden Santa's like, "I'm gonna have my friend come out and finish the story." And the curtain opens, and like the Fab Five are there, and they're fun Christmas outfits. And then it's like the beat drops, the DJ goes, and kids just go crazy. The characters are coming out. Goofy was doing like a conga line in the lobby. It was crazy. It was fun though. It was like
it was like
a
dance
cute.
party.
It was a dance party.
The characters were out with everybody, so it seemed like a lot of fun.
So what was your goal here? Like, for example, if I go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party or the Not So Scary, I want to take part in the activities relative to that party, right? So this was a very merry time cruise. So obviously there are activities relative to Christmas time, I'm assuming, or holiday related activities, right? Was that the case? And was that your focus on the ship, or you guys just more trying to get away and relax?
It was definitely to get away and relax, but I do love Christmas, and we had a great time on the Dreams Maritime cruise. So it was fun because like all the crafts, not all of them, but majority of the crafts that they'll do on board are like holiday shifted. So like it was like make an ornament and do all those kind of things. There was some like holiday trivias. On the funnel vision outside, they played Christmas movies, which is always fun. Not always, like during the day.
Like Die Hard, you mean?
Yeah, that one. That was.
Well, I don't understand what are you laughing for.
I didn't think that was the Christmas movie you were going to mention. And what other Christmas things? I mean, it wasn't the focus, but it was nice. Like the coffee shops all had like special Christmas drinks, which were fun.
Is there a little more special to, if you like Christmas, right? If you like the holidays, is it a little more special on being on the cruise ship if it's decorated and themed that way, or like do you feel like Christmas?
Yeah.
Or is it not a big deal? Like you don't even notice?
No, on the survey, it's funny. They asked like, what was the level of like, did you notice it was Christmas? And you definitely could, because like
really.
The music in the hallways. They
ask on the survey if you notice it's Christmas.
They're like,
that's interesting.
Did you take part? What decorations did you not like? And like people are wearing like Christmas outfits and Christmas pajamas, and they do like story time with Santa. And there's like 2 Christmas shows. There's the tree lighting. It's definitely like very Christmassy. Even Castaway. We popped on there very quickly, and Castaway has Christmas decorations on them. There's a tree, there's like Caribbean garland on the island, which is interesting.
They're playing like Caribbean Christmas music too. So
it's definitely like if Christmas is your thing, you could definitely go on there and have like a jolly old time. You can meet Santa,
but it's also not like over the top where like you would feel like it's too much Christmas.
Here's the Christmas tree right here. I see it right here.
Yeah. If you squint, you'll see the light.
Yeah. That's funny. So did a lot of people get off the ship for Castaway Cay?
Yes.
Because how was the weather? It looked like it was overcast that day.
It was like a Florida day. It was like nice for like a bit, and then all of a sudden it was like a storm rolled in and it rained, and then it was fine. And then
you can see the storm clouds rolling in right here.
Yeah, it was nice, and then it wasn't. But I think the itinerary, we picked this cruise, I mean, because it was a 3-day, it was like a trip, but we really wanted to spend a lot of time on the ship because that was really the purpose. Like the itinerary wasn't really what we were going for. It stopped at Nassau. We didn't even get off the boat. And then Castaway we've been to before. So we thought it was a good itinerary where we didn't feel like, oh man, like should we get off, explore, do an excursion, go do something. But yeah, pretty much everybody got off the ship at Castaway. because it was a nice day.
Yep.
Yeah. And so this cruise didn't stop at Lookout Key, right? This is just a Castaway, and that's it, right? Would you do Nassau, Castaway, and a day at sea?
Nope, home.
Just home.
Oh no, that's it. That's right. It's only 2 stops. That's right, because it's 3-nighter.
Yeah.
So you mentioned before we get more into the ship, you mentioned that you've been on other length cruises. You've been on 7-night, 5-night, and now of course a 3-nighter.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about the 3-night cruise? And do you now that you've been on the 3-night, do you prefer that over a longer, or vice versa? What were your thoughts on the 3-night cruise versus the other lengths of cruises? Oh, I think there's going to be a spirited debate about this.
No. We're on the same.
We're definitely on the same.
Yeah, we're on the same.
Okay.
I think cruising is like our ultimate way of vacationing.
Yeah.
And any opportunity to stay longer on the cruise, especially the Disney cruises, we would much more prefer to have longer cruises.
Yeah, I just think there's so many different levels to that, because the longer the cruise, the different variety of activities there are on board, the number of shows, the number of trivias. It's less pressure to like get everything done. It's definitely laid back, because you're like, oh, you know what, I wanted to do Marvel trivia, but there's going to be another one on Thursday. I'll go to the one on Thursday.
Yeah.
The itineraries are better.
Yes.
Not that Nassau is not a bad place. It's just I've been there. Castaway and Disney Islands are always great, but we've been to Jamaica, we've been to the Grand Cayman, we've been to Cozumel, like more of a destination where it's like we like the cruise because we get to relax on the ship, but then also adventure.
Well, what's interesting is that I know somebody who loves Nassau, Bahamas, and every time he goes there, he goes off the ship and he's out there and he dances with the locals and he mixes it up. I mean, this guy, you see this guy in Nassau, it's unbelievable. It's Mr. Oscar, the Disney streamer.
Howdy.
Oscar, welcome in, buddy.
Thanks.
A little late, but that's okay. He's fashionably late.
I couldn't get this thing to work.
A likely excuse.
Yeah.
Of course. Well, Oscar, we were talking about length of cruises, all right, if you're just jumping in, and how they compare their 3-night cruise here that went on the Wish to like a 7-night cruise. So, and so you guys are saying that you prefer because Oscar, you went on a 7-night cruise last year, right? Not that long ago.
Yes,
a year ago.
I was putting on a 3-night, which I hated the 3-night. It went too quick. It's not worth it.
There's definitely a market for it, right? Like if you don't have a lot of PTO and you're really just dying for like a relaxing vacation, there's definitely a market for it. But I think all aspects, activities and ports, and even the dining, like you get more menus. We had Pirate Night, but we didn't have the Pirate Night menu, because if you had done that, then you would have missed one of your rotational dining. There's just not enough time, especially on this I think it's called the Triton class ships, that it's definitely a learning curve.
They're changing it to Wish class. Did you know that?
Are they?
Yes, it's not going to be called Triton class anymore. It's going to be called Wish class. I guess it's officially Wish class because the Treasure is out now.
Yeah.
So it's officially Wish class.
Yeah, I think all accords. I can't imagine a reason that I would ever do a 3-night ever again.
Technically a 2-night.
Pricing? Good deal?
Well, we paid. So in transparency, our other cruises that we've gone on, we have used the cast discount for. Yeah. This was actually our first cruise paying as muggles or just citizens of the world. So,
Oscar, they talk down to the rest of us. Wait a minute, you get discounts too.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think the price.
Well,
kind of crazy.
Here's what about a scenario where you've just been working for whatever, how many weeks, and you're tired, and you look online, boom, hey, look at there's a 3-night cruise on, you name your Disney cruise ship, or maybe you're a different line, whatever, and it's this weekend, Friday, come back Monday, it's cheap, let's get away for the weekend. What about something like that?
We only
Did
took
you guys
Friday
have an inside room, outside room? Do you have a balcony? What'd you have?
a veranda, yeah.
Veranda, okay.
Yeah.
At least you have the veranda. which I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he would never go on a cruise ship without it. I could care less.
Yeah.
Was this your view?
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Wow.
Yeah, there it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, not
Listen,
too
there
bad.
is something we haven't even mentioned about the cruise.
Okay.
Is
Free food.
I mean, of course. we have sailed this time of year before.
Yeah.
We've gone on we went on a cruise in November. We've been on another one in December.
Mhm.
There is some sort of storm occurring in the Caribbean. Actually, the Fantasy was having issues this weekend as well. This was the rockiest cruise we have ever been on.
Oh.
Like, Brandon doesn't get seasick. I do, but I use the patch and I take medicine, and it was bad. It was really.
Have you ever cruised out of New York?
I have not.
Not until you cruise out of New York. And they have bar cracks before you even take off.
What about Alaska? I heard Alaska is rocky.
No, it's a little icy, but it's not bad.
So the friends that we were with, they just a couple months ago, they did the Vancouver to Hawaii, and they went around the Hawaiian Islands with Disney. And she thought that around Vancouver was like the rockiest she's ever been until this weekend. It was bad. Like Sunday night when we were heading back was the worst. You know, the closet doors in the rooms are like the magnets and everything. Like those were undoing.
Yeah.
Like shoving shoes in the closet doors to keep them shut.
Yep, we had to do that. I remember that.
Yeah, it was.
Were you able to go outside on the balcony? Not your balcony, but just outside of the ship. Did they close all the doors?
So there was a few that like were randomly like closed. You had to like force open to go out there, and I think they were trying to avoid having a lot of people on the deck, especially because it was really high winds during the cruise.
Yeah, it was.
Like, 4 times that we went out in New York, nobody was allowed to go out because it was just that choppy.
They like to sit out on the balcony at night, and because we get like adjoining rooms with our friends, so they make like one big mega balcony. And the two of them were sitting outside, but the chairs were up against the door because they were getting hit with water on the door from the thing. They're sitting reading their book out on the balcony. It was
Ariel on the rocks getting hit with the water.
It was really rocky. So I don't know if it's the time of year. I don't know what it was, but that played a very large part. And it was like we felt fine. And then Monday night when we came home, and we were both sitting in bed like this, rocking.
It was strange. This was the first cruise that, like, when we got off, we had like a few moments of like dizziness.
It was bad.
So instead of a ghost following you home, the rocky seas followed you home?
Apparently.
And it was crazy for like 3 days. Like, we've been on a 7-day, and we came home and we were literally fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first time it's happened.
Yeah. I was like sitting in bed, and I was like, like the room is spinning. It was bad.
So when me and my family went, I normally don't get seasick. Oh, well, I didn't get seasick. The greatest part about that is because you go up, you go to get food, and there's nobody up there because everybody's like, bleh. So, but yeah, no, I mean, some people just are completely out because the way just the boat rocks. You don't even realize it, but it just knocks you out.
Yeah, I take a lot of medicine.
Unfortunately, that doesn't have any effect on me. Fortunately, not yet. Anyway, maybe it will someday. Now that
I'm like sitting there, and I'm like, you don't feel that? And he's like, are we moving?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, we're at dinner.
Don't come
everybody at dinner is like, whoa. The whole dining room is.
Was it that bad? Was it?
Yeah.
Get out.
Yeah, because
wow.
Friday night and Saturday night were bad, but it was just like the normal side to side. Monday night or Sunday night was bad because it was the side to side, and we started going up and down at the same time.
Yeah.
Did the captain come on and say anything, or somebody come on and make any announcements?
They said something the morning we were trying to dock at Castaway, because I guess they like turn the ship around and they back it into the dock, and they were having a hard time doing that. So I think we got to Castaway a little late, like maybe like 40 minutes later.
Yeah, definitely a little bit later than their normal.
And yeah, he comes down at night. Oh, we're 33 latitude, tells like knots, and then he'll say it's windy. You're like, yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Don't go out there; you'll fall over.
All right, so
Yeah.
so let's talk about some of the lounges and amenities and stuff on the ship. What did you guys get to enjoy? You went to Hyperspace Lounge, right?
Yeah.
And from the notes you guys sent me, you bought the $5,000 drink, so that was pretty exciting.
Yep. And we get the ticket. We get
they're ballers. Yeah.
Ranch, and it's going to you today.
Say it again.
We got the ticket to Skywalker Ranch, and it's going to you.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you. But so, what did you make of Hyperspace Lounge? Did you like it? What, or even some of the other lounges? What did you think about the spaces on the ship?
I liked it because it was definitely, you could feel it was Star Wars when you walked in, but it wasn't like over the top. It very much felt like when you go on what's it called, the ride at Galaxy's Edge, not Rise, but the other one, Smugglers. And you go into the waiting room where they have like the chessboard, like that little seating area. It's kind of very reminiscent of that. But the drinks were great. Theming was good. They had a little show on the TV in the background too. How did you think? I don't
Star Wars, so I personally didn't. It wasn't something for me. I think it's cool. I think I appreciate how they're doing like themed bars. So like the Treasure has like the Haunted Mansion and the Jungle Skipper and all of that. I spent a lot of time in the Bayou Bar that's like right outside of that.
Right.
They did crafts there. There was like trivias there. I like the theming. I think it's nice. I think it's very like parallel to kind of how they're mapping out the parks going forward. Very IP.
The burger there. Because he wants to know that you're going to buy you a burger.
The Bayou Burger, yeah. I think that's in Magic Kingdom.
Oh.
Splash Bar.
Wasn't that Carl? I was buying the Bayou Burger.
Carl. Bayou's going to
buy the Bayou Burger. Yeah.
I like the bars and the theming and stuff.
Did you see someone buy that $5,000 drink thing?
No.
I think that's lost its hype though, right? I don't know, maybe not.
I think in general, because I remember when the Wish first started, people were like, it was like a queue, like you had to make a reservation to get into that bar. And we quite literally were just like, oh, we're here, let's walk in, and there was nobody in there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, there's only like two other.
And then another family walked in, so. And we weren't even planning on getting a drink. We just sat down and the waiter came over. And our friends that we were with, one of them works in Galaxy's Edge currently. So she thought it was cool. Mm-hmm. It's like a more type of Oga's. It's the same kind of vibe. The fun themed drinks. They had like this little machine that was making like a bubble on top of the drinks.
What do you drink? What'd you get and what'd you pay for? If you don't mind me asking.
They were all pretty standard.
Oscar, be a little polite, okay? This is an interview here. You don't ask questions about what they drink.
No, what drink did you get? You got like.
What were you wearing then?
I don't remember the exact name.
I don't remember.
Oh, in that case.
It was a strawberry rum chata.
Strawberry rum chata?
Yeah.
What did you think it cost?
That sounds fantastic.
Price is Right rules. What did you think it cost?
I'm thinking it's about $16.
$21.
Oscar wins because it's Price is Right rules. It was $17.
Yeah.
Ah.
The average was $16 to $17 a drink, depending.
Yeah.
And then it went from that to like
$5,000.
$50. Then there was like $500.
Like when you start drinking, like I've noticed with a lot of people, they start drinking. It's not like they buy just one drink and they're like, okay, I'm done. It's you start talking to friends. You want to buy another drink. I know last time we went with Jason, he was like $600 deep. So
I believe it.
$650.
They had a lot of options.
And that was just me.
Exactly.
They also had a lot of options that were non-alcoholic too, which was nice. So when we saw families come in, we didn't feel like we were at like an adult bar or anything like that. It felt like any group could go in there and find something.
Like going into Hooters and seeing kids.
There you go.
That's a real thing. That happens.
Yeah.
He was doing Hooters.
You went to Hooters when you were a kid?
Oh yeah. Every time we vacationed out here, they would take me to Hooters.
Who would take you? Your
our whole family.
Like his family, his aunts, his parents.
Come on, kid.
Did anybody ever say anything like, "Oh, hey, it's kind of weird"?
There's a 6-year-old in here. No, he said.
All the pictures on the wall. It's kind of
Took him a half hour to get out.
When are they gonna do a Hooters cruise? I don't know.
Ugh,
It's called Margaritaville.
Margaritaville, yeah.
Margaritaville. That's gonna be your next review.
No, it's called Celebrity Cruise. Not Celebrity. What you call it? What's that? Carnival Cruise.
Carnival.
I
If
did.
it was free, I wouldn't even go.
Yeah.
Right,
so
the Bayou was pretty nice, right? I like that one. Hyperspace to me was okay. I just thought it was kind of toned down. I don't know. I didn't see Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader, so I guess I was disappointed. But the Bayou was nice. They had like a piano bar in there too, right? I remember when we went there, the singer there was like truckboard kind of thing.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What is it called?
The pink room.
The pink champagne.
Yeah, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, with the
That's
piano.
the dream and the fantasy. I don't remember what it was called.
Well, they have a similar place on the Wish. It would like someone sings piano. Oh, that's where they had the drinks where you get the crack like the ice or something. There's like a little lounge over there. I forgot what it's called. And they had a piano in there.
I don't know if it was just me or if it like numbers wise it actually is, but it felt like the Wish had a lot more bars and lounges. That felt more like bars than the other cruise ships.
And did you notice like they're all in random places too? Like you turn a corner, there's a bar right there. You turn another corner, there's another bar.
Like okay.
Yeah, just all kind of random.
Like you walk out of the store and you have like the Bayou. Then there was like a bar, but I was like, I see they have an espresso machine. So
yeah, it was like a random coffee shop in the middle of the ship too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
I was like, oh, I want to go to the Cove and get a
like
coffee.
spending money there.
That's right.
Like it was nobody.
Buying for everybody.
I know you.
Maybe you'll buy us drinks.
What did you think about the? I'm assuming you did rotational dining. Did you do any? Specialty dining like Palo?
Palo.
You did.
Yes.
And what's the other one? Remy, right?
Enchanté.
Oh, Enchanté. Remy's at the on Dream and the other one.
Yep.
So what did you guys do? Did you do Palo?
Palo brunch.
Oh, Palo brunch.
But
well, that's
was
terribly
the brunch
exciting.
Free? Because I know sometimes they have like certain ones that you could go actually to the restaurant and they're free.
No, Palo is not free.
Yeah, Palo's not free.
Now, like some of them who are paid, but if you look online sometimes, like on the 7-day cruise, they have like certain times that you could go in and it was free, but there was a set meal.
Maybe that's just on the longer cruises.
We went on a 7-day. We didn't have that.
We didn't look though.
Sounds great though.
Just that we didn't look.
Yeah,
I mean, we did it once and the food's still horrible.
We did it. Was terrible. No wonder why it was free.
Exactly. Well, that's,
you get what you pay for.
You get what you pay for.
Pretty much, yeah.
So how was Palo brunch? Was it everything everyone says it is?
Every time.
Yeah.
Holidays, look at it.
No matter the ship, no matter whether it's brunch or dinner, it's always.
We always do like both if we can, but we just did brunch because we didn't want to miss one of the rotational dining.
Yeah,
like we didn't want
to
to
miss.
miss.
We only had the 3 nights.
Right,
One
makes
of
sense. Makes
so
sense.
yeah, no, it's great. It's pretty much the same menu. I didn't really notice anything different than the other ships.
No, yeah, no.
Yeah, I liked it better because Palo and the Dream and the Fantasy are right above the engine in the back of the ship. So it's always very rocky unless if you're at a port. And Palo on these ships are not. It's not above the engine and in the back. So it's actually kind of nice to go and not be like constantly shaking. But it was very similar to the other Palos on the other ship.
Yeah, the setup is definitely a little bit different. Yeah. It was kind of like a U shape. Where the other one like felt more of like just a restaurant where it was just like a long hallway and then they had the
main dining.
Pool at all? No.
What was that?
Did you go in the pool at all? Like the adult pool?
Adult pool, yeah.
I went on the Aquamouse and then I was in the Rainforest room. I didn't go in any of the other pools. The pools confused me. I walked out of there and I was like, where's the pool? And there's just like 7 little pools. And I was like, where's the pool? So it was definitely confusing up there. But.
Well, what did you think? But before we get to the pools, what did you think about the 3 new restaurants? Right, because one is the Arendelle show, and then there's the Marvel show with Ant-Man and the Wasp, and then there's 1923. Did you have any thoughts on any of those? What did you think of like each experience?
So the first night we had Marvel. I'm a big Marvel fan, so for me,
did it make the grade for you as a Marvel fan?
It did, but the one
Oscar didn't like it.
Was very loud. So when the server was trying to take orders and stuff, it was kind of hard to understand for them and both us to like hear everything.
And it was where our seats were. We were crammed at the end of a line of like 10 people. Like everybody had to stand up and like have us walk in. Like our backs of our chairs were hitting the people behind us. So like when our waiters came over, like they didn't even have room to shuffle in behind to take our order. He was standing like his other table and he was talking to like the 2 tables at a time. And like when he brought our food, it was like past everybody's food down. We were shoved in the corner. So I was like, even if I had to get up to go to the bathroom, I was like, I can't get out of here. I'm crammed between like 16 people in a grid. I cannot get out.
You're in and that's it.
Yeah. Even our like, this is not great. And it's hard too, is the first night. Like we wanted to introduce ourselves and like that's one of the best parts about a Disney cruise is like getting that relationship with your wait staff. And like I was like, wait, what is his name? I was like, I don't even know who this man is. So that was kind of rough with Marvel. I feel like it was like an awkward start.
I think we could both agree that it had the weakest menu.
Yeah.
We still found things that we liked. And I mean, the food was still great. But I think in terms of the options, it definitely was the weaker menu out of the 3.
Okay. What do you think about the Arendelle show?
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. I thought it wasn't too over the top. There was a lot of dancing, and then people were flinging the napkins around, and there was like a conga line thing. I don't even know what was
it was like it was a party. I mean, it was better. Olaf was stuck in the freezer, so he did not make his grand appearance.
Yeah.
Oh no, Olaf for yours.
Sad. No,
well, that's sad.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it. I liked the live music. I thought they were good. Where our seats were, we couldn't really see anything, so we didn't really pay attention to like the storyline. But it was like nice to hear during dinner.
Oh, so you weren't near the stage?
No, not really.
No, further away. Yeah.
When we were near the stage, we had a pretty good
we were
view.
near the stage. Remember they cut up Olaf and put it in our ice cans?
Yeah. Help cool down our sodas. Yeah.
That's why he didn't have ours.
Yeah. Well, Oscar had sarsaparilla. So, yeah. Oscar drinks sarsaparilla. But I thought the performers on the Arendelle show, granted this was 2 years ago now, I mean, I thought they were spectacular. I thought it was a fantastic show. I don't know if it's the same performers or not, but
I don't know if it's the same, but yeah, they were great.
Yeah,
it was a good time. Yeah.
I definitely said we went up. We would like Marvel. I was like, I don't know, and then nice, and then we ended in 1923, and I was like, this is my restaurant.
Okay, so tell us about 1923. What were your thoughts on it?
It's pretty.
You said it's more your style?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. I like a big part. Like I love Animator's palette on the Dream and the Fantasy because I like that there's just so many things to look at. On the set, when you get like the B menu and Animator's palette, they like flip the walls and there's like new things for you to look at. I don't know. I liked all the animation and all like the fun pieces in the wall. Our seat was a lot better. We like actually had like a seat and a table and our waiter was able to walk around us. It was nice. Like we finally were like able to have a conversation with him on the last night, which was unfortunate, but the menu I liked better. I think that's just like, to me, I think of like Royal Palace and Enchant. Like it was the same as like the traditional Disney cruising, which is what
it felt very, and it's funny because it's like connected to the lobby too. It felt very elegant, like the lobby.
Yeah.
So it was really nice. There's a lot of subtle touches of the Disney stuff around.
We're on the wall.
Yeah, we were on the wall side. The other side was the Roy.
Yeah.
The Roy, yeah.
Oh, you're on the wall side. But I think you hit on something there. The biggest difference between 1923 and the other ones is that you can actually sit there and have a conversation with the people in front of you.
Yeah.
It was perfect. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. It's a little tight in there. I remember the chairs being a little tight, but
For us, it was
Honestly,
the one place
that was
we
the
actually.
best seating we had.
Oh, yeah,
Really?
So if it was tight, imagine the other. Yeah, it was. Yeah, I liked it. We ate breakfast in there on Sunday morning.
Mm-hmm.
We did the sit down breakfast in there, so it was nice to just. I don't know. I would probably have eaten there versus the other night.
Each time,
From
right?
the menu too. The menu is. I feel like, to me, the 1923 is like what I know about Disney dining. It felt very familiar to the other ships, whereas Avengers and Arendelle were like this new wave of Disney cruise ship dining, how they're doing these like IP entertainment moments.
Yeah.
And you do something that's necessary. Or maybe it has its place, but it's not your thing.
Yeah,
I think it's good that it's not every night that, right? Mm-hmm. So like 1923 kind of is that break in it.
Yeah.
Well, that's when I come to a point that you need to stay more than 3 nights because you have to enjoy everything.
Right.
And if, one night you kind of were disappointed about something, then you really end up leaving disappointed. Yeah. And you don't have a different opportunity to make sure was it really disappointing or was it just, that night?
Yeah.
Agreed.
I like the shows. It's not that we're not into it, but I don't know. It's like you're so used to a certain way of doing things. Mm-hmm. It was just like, it felt familiar. I felt like I was in the Royal Palace, whatever it is.
Yeah.
On the other ships.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, it was great. Our waiter was really nice. This was his 14th contract with Disney Cruise Line. He's been on every single ship.
Wow.
This is his 4th contract on the Wish, and we asked him, we were like, "What's your favorite ship?" And he said the Fantasy, and we were like, "Yes, that's the best one." So he was really nice. We had great wait staff, and the food was great. The food was just typical Disney food. It was nothing I felt like better or worse than the other ships.
So you put 1923 pretty up high. I think that's interesting. I might have to agree with you. The more I think about it, I think I might have to agree with you. Before we move on off of food, did you go to the Cove Cafe while you were there?
Yes.
Okay.
There.
All right. Explain the adventure that is getting to the Cove Cafe on the Disney Wish.
So
I was like, we're for certain going the wrong way.
They do not have elevators that go all the way up to that floor. So you basically had to go to floor 11, get off, walk up like 4 flights of stairs, and it's kind of, you don't even know it's really over there except for like these bare minimum signs that were up. But you just walk down this narrow path and you're getting to like the end of the ship and you're not even sure if you're going the right way. And then you take a right and there's a bar there. And it's the adult pool. So you're
forgetting that on this journey, all of a sudden you're like, is that a hot tub? And there's a random hot tub in the corner. Yes. And then you keep walking, and then there's the infinity pool and the bar. And you're like, oh, the Cove. Oh, no, this is the Cove bar. Where's the coffee shop? And then you walk around, and it's the Cove coffee shop.
I mean, once you're inside, it's great. The layout.
It's nice inside.
Really nice.
And then if you keep going, it's a dead end.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, it's a dead end.
Yep.
It's like, oh, you want this coffee? We're going to make you earn it.
And
you better really want this coffee.
So busy in there at all times. Every time you went in there was at least a line of 7 or 8 people waiting for coffee. So definitely
there's lines everywhere.
True, but for coffee at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon, there's still a line.
Jason likes his coffee.
Yeah.
I popped up there.
I went there several times.
Yeah.
And that infinity pool, I'm not even kidding you, probably had 40 people in it. It was like a college Las Vegas pool during spring break. I turned and our friend Oliver was sitting there and I was like, what is this? And he was like, I don't even know. I'm like, that can't be the amount of people that are allowed in that pool.
All right. Now you're getting into Oscar's bread and butter here.
Oh, yeah.
Which is
the day to Castaway, though, the infinity pool in that whole area.
Oh, yeah, everybody got off the ship.
So
you don't go in the pools?
No, I would never go in those pools because the amount of people that go into those pools, I mean, you're a sardine in those pools, and it's just beyond ridiculous. You go there.
I don't disagree with you. I'm a germaphobe.
No.
I'm a germaphobe.
I would never go in those pools.
It looks like a little child drowning, but it's actually some kid's turd floating that they just never picked up. It's pretty nasty. So like, get overboard. No, that's his turd. All right, get him out.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's a Snickers bar.
Every cruise we always just do the adult pools and only kind of when it's not busy that we will go in them. Because sometimes in the day it's just always
that's my other thing. Do you go on these ships and need to do everything? That's or do you just stay to what you like doing?
Well, I think at first we wanted to do everything, right? Like the first couple of times we went on the Dream, we wanted to do everything. I feel like because our goal for the was mainly just to relax, we didn't have like that obligation to feel like we had to go to every single trivia and every single this and every single that.
And it was only 3 days, so you really had to prioritize what you wanted out of the trip. Like
I'm pretty sure. Did you get pictures with any of the characters?
No.
That's interesting.
When I did my 3-day trip, I have a child with me, and she wanted to do all the characters. And before you know it, that trip was done because you waited online for like 20 hours just to see the characters, which was
it's funny because my friend and I just ran on to Castaway really quick to go look at the shops. And so like Mickey came out and his thing and Goofy was there. And the line to meet Mickey Mouse on Castaway to take the photo was probably like an hour long. Like
no. To me, that's not a vacation. That is not a time to enjoy.
I'm like, all for photo?
Especially a 3-nighter, right?
Yeah.
But I also like that's like going back to what I was saying before of like if this is like their first time, maybe it's their first time going to Castaway and they're on a the short cruise because that's all they can do in terms of like time off work or whatever. It's that obligation that you have to try to get everything done.
Our goal was to do nothing. Yeah. Our goal was to relax. So I was in the rainforest room the entire time. He was, I don't even know where he was. And we would meet up and eat.
He was at Hooters.
He was at Hooters. He was really actually off the ship. And yeah, so I think you have to decide what your goal is on those cruises. Like, are you there to drink? Are you there to be the trivia master? Are you there to go around to every bar? Are you there to meet characters? Like, I really think you can't have it all. You definitely can't.
No, if you have a huge waste of time trying to do that.
Yeah, and then if you have the 7-day, then
do whatever you want.
Sure, you can do that for one of the days. For like, if you have to wait 20 minutes to meet Mickey, okay, you know what I mean. You can sacrifice that on a 7-day, but when you have such a short trip, your time is kind of precious in that.
And it's crazy because like it's 3 nights, but the last day, you got to get up early, and to get off the ship by like 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning, or whatever it is. I mean, it's.
So I did a timer on my phone the whole day. So from the moment I stepped on board to the moment we walked off, and I believe it was 68 hours.
Yeah.
68 hours. Yeah, it's not even 3 days. It's less than 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
It's less than 3 full days.
It was 68, I think. Yeah.
It's 58 or 60. I can't remember.
Yeah, no, it was definitely 60 because then Oliver said it's less than 72.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys didn't hang out at the pools. You didn't hang out the adult section.
He did.
I did. For majority.
You hung out the adult section.
He was in the spa. I feel like morning, noon, and night. So
what did you do in the adult section? What was going on over there? Just hanging out at the pool by the bar.
Just
topless. You were topless there and everything.
Yep, I was topless there.
He learned from Hooter.
Surprisingly though, while the
Disney
pool was busy, where you could actually lay out was always empty. So it was really nice to be able to just lay out and not have like free chair taken up. The bar, and I feel like a lot of people didn't even know that area existed. And then when you went over there next to the bar, there was this staircase that kind of went up to like another upper level. And I feel like nobody ever went up there. Like everybody thought that area was like off limits or like cast only or something like that, because every time you'd go up there, it was empty. So while the pool was always busy, everything else around there was always empty. So
it's such an odd layout with these little nooks and crannies everywhere, isn't it? That ship, it's so weird. But I don't know. So Mel, you said you spent time at the spa.
I did.
That was your thing.
Wait,
that was my thing.
Is this the spa right here?
Look, my fancy card. You get a sticker on there.
Is this you right here? Look, there you are. Hey, look, there she is.
Yes. So I have been in the rainforest room on the Fantasy. I believe it's the same on both ships.
Do you think that these people who were just chilling in the spa this day had any idea that their faces would someday be on YouTube
Yeah, I made
stream.
them sign a waiver actually, so it worked out pretty well. They gave me rights. Yeah, so I was excited to do this rainforest room because the ones on the other ships are laid out a lot differently. It's a lot smaller. If
So
you walk,
what is where is the rainforest? I don't understand. Is this space
have
here?
you ever experienced the rainforest
No.
room? Okay,
No.
so the rainforest room is an additional package that you can add on into the spa. You can do it per day, so you can get a day pass. Oh, stop, Oscar. Or you can do it for the duration of your cruise. On the Dream and the Fantasy, you get access to the locker room, so you get all those amenities in there, the robes, the showers, the saunas, the steam rooms, all of that. And then the rainforest room itself is basically like a water journey. There's a lot of different showers of different like rainfalls and waters, and there's saunas. And then really the highlight, which isn't pictured here, there are these like heated stone chairs that you basically can lay there and you can read a book, you can relax. And then the next room is 2 hot tubs, and it's quiet. It's a spa, so it's just like you read, you dip in the hot tub, you can fall asleep. This crew, the Wish class, has this outdoor area, so you get all the same amenities with like the locker room and the spa access. There's the water, the chairs, and then there's this whole outdoor area that has the 2 hot tubs. Those swinging couches things can fit like 2 people. There was a wonderful breeze, and there's the chairs, and it plays spa music, and you just basically lay there, and it's essentially like an exclusive adult area where you can relax.
Can I add something? Can you just jump in the shower and just jump on your bed and just chill?
Yeah, you could, for sure.
Save yourself money.
No, you could. I like it just because it just feels a lot more luxurious. It's quiet. I don't know, I feel like there's different amenities. There's like, you get tea and, all the spa stuff. I definitely think it's worth it. If your goal of your trip is to relax, it's definitely a good area to just like unwind, really de-stress.
But in all seriousness, I mean, you do pay to kind of chill and hang out and have fun and, do have a relaxing time. But to me, I mean, it's Disney. So you're paying all this money to even go on Disney. They're making you pay more to be in a private area.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, that should be part of it. I mean, but the problem is when, of course, they leave it for everybody to come in, everybody's going to go in.
Right. And I think I'm grateful. So I had done it on our 7-day on the Fantasy, and I think that was worth it because it was 7 days. And it was like enough time where I feel like I could have gone to the adult area, I could have relaxed in our room, I could relax there. And I was kind of nervous about doing it for the 3-day, but given how absolutely crowded and chaotic these people were on this ship, like I would have not been able to go to the adult area and sit on a lounge chair and relaxed and read my book and taken a little midday nap outside. So I see what you're saying. And I think maybe on a longer cruise, I wouldn't do it again. But I think for these shorter cruises, it was truly the only place that you could go that was like peaceful. Like the adult area was manic. It was crazy. Chaos everywhere we went on that ship. Everywhere you went. It was complete chaos. And then you walked into the spot and it was like, hello, Miss Morales. And you get your robe and you go in, and it really was nice. I also got to tip them last day, so that was nice too.
What'd you say, Oscar?
Did you have to tip them? Because literally, they're like, some of these people look like with their hand out ready to get tipped, even though you just paid whatever $500 to get that extra.
The rainforest room you don't tip because you don't have any service done to you.
You're just using the space, right?
So nobody comes in because you wants to give you a drink or serve you food.
No, there's no food or drink. Well, they have like water and tea, but
okay.
So there's no tipping. So the rainforest room is just a flat rate. You also don't get any discounts in the rainforest room, but you do get discounts when you receive any services.
So you think that doesn't include like a massage and all that stuff? It's just going into that space. Okay, and it's like aromatic and everything, right?
It's child friendly. No talking about massages. He's already. So you get a massage. What do you got? What do you got?
What's that meme of the guy?
Do I bring my own oil, or what do I get for that?
No. And then I did get a massage. That was a separate service, and that I got a cast. You get a cast discount on those, and that you do tip for that.
You tip on that.
Yeah.
What was the?
They bring like the big leaves and like slap you in the back. The massage.
No, they were the hay they raked.
See, I think we need to send Oscar to like the full experience. So
Oh
what
my
actually
gosh, no.
happened.
They're gonna put a hot stone on him, and he's gonna freak out.
Hey, what are you doing?
It's not supposed to go there. You,
Those aren't
it is
pillows.
there. Those aren't pillows.
I think
What movie was that from? No one knows what movie that's from.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. No.
All right, Oscar knows. Yes, it is. Plane, trains, and automobiles. That's right. Very good.
Y'all are old. I don't know.
No.
What?
Like,
You guys don't know planes, trains, and automobiles?
She definitely does
All
not.
right. Okay.
No. But
It's
yeah,
a Thanksgiving classic. All right. So the spa, you got a massage, you enjoyed that. How is it compared to the other ships? So somebody who's been on the Dream, Fantasy, Magic, or Wonder, and now they're going to go on the Wish, and they're like, oh, I want to try the Rainforest Room or the spa. How did it compare to those ships?
So it's a lot bigger. This spa and the gym on the Wish is a lot larger than the other ships. So that's one thing. It's just a bigger facility. The layout, again, was a little funky. The locker room was weird, but I don't know. The Wish had its negative because the shower experience that you can do was also intertwined with those stone chairs. So there was a point where I was like laying on one of the chairs and somebody was like doing like a rainforest thing in the shower, like in the little thing next to me,
Okay,
which I thought.
so I need to ask: were they butt naked in this thing? And you sit
No,
there?
naked. Have to wear beanies.
Dang. Forget it then. Let's move on.
So that's
because really, it's a shower, and you're sitting there with the hot stones going on, and some person comes in, just all right. I feel like taking a shower. You go, woohoo! You're like, nope.
Anyway, so that was a negative because I felt like they should have separated like the like so you could separate it, but they had the outdoor area. The Dream and the Fantasy, the water stuff is separate from the chairs, like the lounge chairs. Mm-hmm. So it's just different because I think the Wish is a plus because it has the outdoor area, whereas the Dream and the Fantasy are a plus. I think the Wish. Oh my
gosh, there's so many comments.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I missed all the comments. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just think the Wish one was better. I don't know what you can also buy just a day pass. I don't know what that costs. But I definitely think it's worth it if your goal is to relax. And even just a day pass, I think would be nice. Like if you're, there with your kids and, you send your kids to the kids club for the, for the afternoon after lunch and you want to go in there and have just like an elevated, relaxing experience, I think it's worth it.
All right. So I totally missed the comments. I'm sorry. So what's the thing? All right. So let's get into some comments here. Ready? All right. Oh, Daniel's in. All right. Let's say hi to Daniel. Daniel says, oh, topless drinks. All right. Never mind. Oh, dear.
Why do you call HR? Like, what's happening?
Lucas, welcome. Happy holidays. Thank you, buddy. Gary Solo here. Gary says, good evening. Gary also says, I want to take a picture, Jason. Then my pictures of characters. Hey! All right, I accept. It's a family show. Rubbish add-ons. Gary says that there's the jump in bed package, only $450 more. Oh my gosh.
Exactly. You get a swing bed.
Be Nice to Me package is $4.99. Did you get the Be Nice to Me package for $4.99?
Mine was $5.99, so that's pretty good.
Whoa.
$5.99. Yeah.
$5.99?
So the Be Nice to Me package is even better.
I'll tell you what it cost. All right, let's do Price is Right. Jay, what did you think for the 3-day cruise? You get access to it right after the safety drill on Friday, and then until sunset, like when it gets dark out on Sunday. So you have like 2.5 days.
Access, the price of what? The rainforest room?
Yep.
$189.
Okay. Oscar?
No, it's got to be more because it's private.
Well, now, wait a minute. Now, wait a minute. She said, wait a minute. Mel said all she had access to was the showers and the bed there, not space. That's it. She didn't do that. That doesn't include the massages.
No, it does not include the massage. It just includes the rainforest room. This fancy sticker you get on your card.
Zach says it's $100.
Zach says 100. Yeah.
7,000 for Gary. No, I don't think
Gary Solo says $7,000.
Yeah. Gary, what ship are you going on?
Oscar, what do you think?
It's got to be
Oscar, what? Yeah.
Up at $300 because it's a private area, and for known other ships, that definitely the minimum would be on at least. I'm going to go like 450.
For
450.
For the 3-day rainforest package on the Wish, Zach would be the winner because it was $179.
Wait, I said 189.
That's not Price is Right rules. Price is Right
went over.
Going over.
I don't like this game.
Okay, Mason.
So it's $179.
Yes.
Okay, so for $179, you can what? You can go and take a shower in front of other people anytime you want, and watch them lay on those beds. Okay.
And don't forget, you get the floater in the what do you call it? In the pool. No, there was no pool. There was what was it? There was
yeah.
Gary thinks that's cheap.
That's
that is actually cheap. That's not bad.
It's like 2 hoodies.
I want to say on the fantasy, so they prorate it by day, but then it's like I don't know the math behind it makes any sense because on the fantasy, the 7-day it was $149
a day or the whole package
for the whole week.
So okay, all right. So I'm having trouble grasping my head around this.
Yeah.
So for $170, you get to what? Go into the rainforest room and what?
Relax.
Take a shower.
Take
And what else? I didn't say what. I said shower. I said shower.
It's the privacy of nobody. Everybody watches you. That's
Wait a minute. So you take a shower and
no, you don't take a shower. It's not like you're shampooing. I mean, you don't know what that's like, either of you, but you don't shampoo your hair.
Oh, yeah.
Winning. Go ahead.
I know you're not familiar with shampooing your hair, but you have access to the locker room. So, like, for example,
the locker room, okay.
On the fantasy when we were there.
Called your room?
Let me finish. On the fantasy when we were there, we came back from Castaway, and Brandon and I were both like, okay, we both need to shower or we have to get to dinner. So it was nice that he went up to the room and he took a shower. I just ran down to the spa, and I was able to use the locker room and take a shower there. So we were both able to get
everybody?
No, in the locker room.
Okay, so the locker room, you have a private shower?
There's like 4 or 5 private showers in there. You have full access to there's the locker room has obviously lockers that has full amenities like hairspray, shampoo, conditioner, razors, private showers. There's a sauna, a steam room. Was there
a hole about this big and towards the bottom?
And then the rainforest room itself is a water experience. Clearly, you both have never been to a spa, but
no, I've never been to a spa. That is a fact.
I don't know. They might have called it a spa.
There's like it's called a water journey because each shower has like smells and different temperatures and like they resemble different waterfalls. That's why it's called the rainforest room because it's like this. It like immerses you. Like
it's aromatic, right?
Yeah, it's not just like a shower you turn on and you're just standing there. It's like fancy and there's like sometimes there's different lights and things. Yeah. And then you have the heated chairs that you can relax on, and then the Wish has this whole outdoor area.
And that was that picture that
And
we
the
saw.
two
Right?
hot
That was this.
Oh, and then I'm sorry, the Wish also had an ice room. The
I was
rainforest
gonna
room,
ask that.
So that's this, right? That's
the
this thing.
outdoor area.
This is the outdoor area, and you can go in these hot tubs over here with these people.
Mhm.
I was in the hot tub when there was nobody there, but there was at most maybe 2 people in the hot tub.
Okay, so you can lay in any of these beds and just be away from everybody. But Gary Solo has a point. You pay more to relax. You pay more to relax on your relaxing vacation. Seems reasonable.
Correct.
Is
Girl
it
math.
clothing
If I
optional?
don't want to relax, do I get a discount? No, you just don't pay it.
Listen, again, I feel like I was a little apprehensive going on this cruise because it was only 3 days. How much am I going to use it? I don't want to waste time. But seeing how absolute, Brandon, can you get my computer charger?
Did you end up using it a lot?
I was there the entire time because.
What'd you say? It was $179.
Yep.
$179. You get to use this space.
Bad. It's not bad for those 3 days.
No, and there was nobody there. Like that was like the average.
Is there food and drink in here? Like, can I get like a cocktail while I'm sitting on one of these beds?
You can bring one in. There's nobody servicing food there. There is cold water and there's tea that you can make.
So you can spend all day here.
You could, yeah. And our room was right above it. So like we went down, I went down the stairs and it was right there. It was great.
There is a hole there, Jason, so you can get a cocktail without the tail. So just letting you know. You might pay extra for that.
Hey, this is a Disney program. Dearest. Oh, dear. Where are we going here?
Anyway, yes, that was my review of again, I don't know if I would recommend it on the 3-day because especially if this is your first Disney cruise or, maybe you're not going on a Disney cruise anytime soon. I feel like, it's kind of a waste to like hide away in there, but I don't regret doing it because of how absolutely crazy the adult area was on the ship. Like I feel like
$179 for the whole entire trip. That is actually pretty good.
The massage was more than that. So it's a 50-minute
massage. Pretty sure. Hi, I'm France. I'm here to give you a massage. You come here with me. You take shower first. That's not a massage. Where are you sticking that rock? Oh,
I cannot. That's my review on the spa.
This is a Disney fan program. All right, so let's talk about something fun. Did you go on the Aqua Mouse?
Yes, you did.
You did. All right, so you both went on it.
No, just me.
Oh, Brandon didn't go on it? Why? You're afraid of roller coasters?
Yeah, I was going to say, you're afraid of a roller coaster there?
With our other friend, Sam.
He was spending too much time at Hooters?
If only I could pull up the chat. I messaged him. I said, we're going to go on. Where are you? Where are you? He didn't answer. So Sam and I went. And then when I went off and I said, do you want to go on? I'll go with you. No, it's okay.
All right. So what did you think of the Aqua Mouse? Because you've been on the other roller coasters, well, water coasters on the other ships. What did you think of the Aqua Mouse compared to the others, like Aqua Duck or whatever?
So in true Disney fashion, we did it on the Castaway Day. Sam and I put our stuff in the lockers. We walk up. There's nobody in line. We literally walked right on. We go to sit down on the raft. It shuts down. It breaks.
Oh.
Somebody got stuck in the tube, in the thing. So he's like, you got to get out. So we stood there and we waited probably like 20 minutes for them because then they had to walk. Like the lifeguards walked the whole thing to push the people out of the tube. Very, Disney evac. And then we finally were able to go on. It was good. The whole beginning part with all the screens was really interesting. It's the same animation as Runaway Railway, so that was cool. The water shooting out in the tube in the thing scared me. But it was fine. It was I felt like I was on a ride at Typhoon Lagoon. It was just a water coaster.
Did they play the music inside the tunnel when you went through the tunnel? Do you hear the music or whatever that they used to do or whatever?
They do like a little show.
Yeah, only in the first half.
You heard the music. Yeah.
I thought the best part of it, like when you're going up and they're doing like the whole show, is that like it squirts you with water while you're going up.
I didn't know it did that. It was quite
Yeah,
terrifying.
well, then water.
I was waiting for something.
You went on the wrong cruise there, Jason.
Oh, that's right. I was on Carnival. Never mind.
Yeah. I don't understand why his tail was on the other side.
Oh, dearest.
I can't. I gotta go. It was fun. I thought it was cute. I definitely see the improvements versus that one. The tube I thought was a lot more comfortable. It had like a back to it, which was nice.
You think it's better than Aqueduct?
I really thought they were kind of the same.
I don't know.
It's
Aqueduct's got those, it's faster and it's got those hills and.
Yeah, I don't know. I like the beginning part. I felt like they were the same length in time. I didn't feel like.
Was that water freezing?
Absolutely.
Oh, I hated that.
No,
oh my gosh, that was the worst.
And then it was windy as all heck. So we hop off and we're just like shaking, getting our stuff out. And we didn't bring towel. Like, we didn't think to grab a towel, so we're like grabbing all of our stuff. And we're like running down the stairs to try and find a towel. It was cold. I think it was fun. Adults can go on the Slidosaurus Rex, but we didn't go on it because the Aquamouse took us a lot longer than we thought it was going to because we waited for it to get up and running. So, no, I thought it was fine.
Talking about slides, was there a slide from like one floor to another?
Yeah,
I remember somebody that went with us and never came down because he got stuck or something.
No,
I down that slide and got stuck.
No, I didn't get stuck. I got a cramp in my calf when I was about to go down, and I had to pull myself out of it. It was incredibly painful. I had to get off of it.
We're sitting out there down at the bottom, like, where's Jason? What happened to him? Did he get stuck?
And the funny thing is, I have it all recorded.
Did you actually have a cramp?
Yes, I had a real cramp. I got down in it. All of a sudden, I had a huge cramp on my calf, and I couldn't get up. So I had to get off of it. And then I got off, and finally I gave a few minutes, stretched. They went away, and then I went downstairs to go see everybody. Hey, where were you? Huh?
You had to stretch to go down a slide.
I'm getting old. I'm dehydrated.
I thought your bald head would just slide right in and go wee down the thing.
You'd think.
We go face first. I don't know what he did. Oh, my leg! Pull me up, coach.
All right. So what did we miss? What did we miss on this cruise? We talked about the Aquamouse. We talked about the dining. We talked about the rainforest room. We talked about the
buffet. How was the buffet?
The buffet. Oh, did you get the pizza?
Oh,
from the food things outside. Yeah.
Upstairs.
On Castaway Day, instead of getting off and having lunch on the island, which we've had before, we thought it was a good opportunity to eat at like the Mickey's, or if they have like
there was a taco bar,
your
traditional like fries.
I thought it was good. I like the variety. I like that I was able to like sit there and have a taco bowl.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was good.
I think.
And what about the pizza? Did you get the pizza?
Pizza was good.
I thought the pizza was incredible.
We ate a lot of pizza.
I was also drunk, so I don't know.
I mean, $650 at the bar. I sure hope so. I like how on this ship, even at those and the ice cream and at Marceline Market, they serve you. I'm a big germaphobe.
Oh, yes, right. I do like that.
I'm not a buffet fan because people are disgusting. And even though you're supposed to wash your hands, it just grosses me out that everybody's using. So I liked, and I know some people probably don't like that, but I like that they served you for everything.
Yeah.
Did you notice the sinks before you walk into Marceline Market on the right-hand side to wash your hands before you go in?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you partake?
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Just want to make sure.
She went to her forest area and got herself cleaned up. Then came
She
back
took a shower before she went to Marceline Market.
Right down the census spot.
Did you guys want to go get a snack at Marcy Market? Yeah, that sounds great. Let's go take a shower.
$100 to go take a shower. And go to
Got to get my money's worth.
Yeah. Oh, the shows. We didn't talk about the shows.
Yeah, the shows. Yeah, how were the shows? What was the show on there? Was it Little Mermaid?
Yeah.
Yep, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, and
the one where Goofy wants to be the pilot of the ship.
It's the sea.
It's not a pilot. What's it called?
Yeah. Oh, I know what I wanted to ask you guys.
Seas Adventure.
Seas Adventure.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's what it
Okay.
is. That one was cute.
To me,
Not very random, but
Disney has an open cast of whatever they want to get. They have these amazing shows that they could actually put in on these ships, and then you get some of these, sadly say, half-ass shows. You look at them, and they're like, "Are you serious?" I mean, yeah, the people can sing, but
I never liked their shows that they write for the ships. The only one that's good is the Golden Mickeys. Everything else, like Drawn to Life, the one that the plant grows in the boot, and I think that's on the Dream. I don't like those shows. I agree. They're they're 30 minutes long. They're weird.
they're just fine.
They're
You
weird.
know, at the end of the day, they're just fine. Not blown away.
Disney. You know, you expect Disney to portray something a lot better than what they actually show. I mean,
Yeah.
especially for the prices that you're paying.
Yeah. Little Mermaid and Aladdin were great. We've seen Aladdin before on another ship. I don't remember which ship it was.
Fantasy. I think it was.
Oscar, I gotta turn my camera off just for a second. I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. You got them excited. Sorry.
No, you're good. You can keep talking. I gotta fix my camera.
Keep talking.
You can keep talking. I just gotta fix my camera. That's all.
Yeah, we've seen Aladdin.
What's the best
before.
show we've seen? That's like a.
I think our performers on the fantasy were phenomenal. Like the guy that played Genie and Aladdin and Olaf and Frozen on the fantasy was top notch.
Yes,
that's
for sure. Yeah,
I felt like that was the best. These were just fine. It was also the cast's last performances. They were all signing off on Monday. So
that's sad.
Yeah, there was a little bit of that kind of senioritis, kind of high school sadness that it's ending.
Mm-hmm.
And you could tell that they were all kind of going through that. But I thought it was good. I thought it was just as good as every other ship.
Yeah, just fine.
The theater was the same. The last night, a lot of people got upset because it was so rocky. But other than that,
because I know they play what's that?
So we go to the show first, and then we eat.
Okay, because I know certain ships they will play the newest movies, they'll play Moana, or they'll play.
Moana 2 was so the Wish has 2 theaters, 2 cinema theaters. It was Moana every single day, every single hour in both theaters. Nothing else.
Oh.
Moana 2?
Yeah,
that's
it. They did Deadpool the first night.
They did Deadpool at 11 p.m.
But it was at 11:15.
Okay.
30,
Yeah,
and that was it. And the rest of it was just Moana.
No Lion King, nothing like that.
No, they did stuff like that in the Funnel
Vision.
Yeah, but in the 2 cinemas, it was literally just Moana.
They did Christmas movies on the Funnel Vision.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what were the Christmas movies they had? It wasn't Die Hard, I take it.
No, Santa Claus,
Muppets Christmas Carol, the regular Mickey's Christmas Carol. I saw.
I feel like those were the 3.
There's another
Muppet Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
There's another one. I can't remember what we.
Well, the other one would have been the Grinch, not the Grinch. There is a Christmas Carol, the one with Jim Carrey, but it's animated, and that's from Disney also.
Yeah, there was another one that I never heard of. I thought it was just some kid one that I don't know.
Isn't there a Mickey's Christmas Carol?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that Muppets and Mickey's.
What's going on over here?
Are you struggling?
Yeah, I'm struggling over here, I guess. I'm
Mm.
back on this one now. Yeah, I thought I have this thing plugged in. It's not working. I'm on the cheapo camera now. That's okay.
Making you look bald.
It makes me look more bald. That's it.
Our room was nice. We were in a Cinderella room.
Mm-hmm.
Our friends were in a.
What is that? What's a Cinderella room?
So each room just has a theme, I
thought this was a baller type room. You guys are going all out. Like a
They had
suite.
They had the bed that was like a champagne.
Another very large purchase recently that you're aware of. I don't think we were. No, I thought the rooms were nice. They were very similar to the other rooms.
And you got a veranda.
We've only ever done.
For a 3-night cruise, was it worth the extra money for the veranda?
I think
it always is. Worth.
We've never done anything else, so I feel like it's hard to say.
I'll tell you right now, the veranda is always worth the money, no matter what.
For it, but I liked the shower. I liked that it was like a glass door shower versus like the little rinky tubs on the other ships. So the bathrooms definitely felt very elevated.
And has its like a separate room, right? One's with a shower, one's with the commode, so you guys both can use it. Of course, you have the rainforest room, so that.
Yeah, exactly. You paid for it, might as well use it.
Right. No, I like the rooms. They definitely felt very, they're the same layout. I like that there was like the upgraded features, like, more USBs, USB-Cs, things like that. The one thing that did annoy the crap out of me was I appreciated the larger TV, but I hated the of it.
Yeah, you couldn't turn it. So like if you sat on the couch, you couldn't watch TV.
Why are you laughing?
Because you said the one thing that annoyed the hell out of me, and Oscar said Brandon.
Well,
she was in the spa the whole time. I had a great time.
I literally messaged him. I was like, I feel like I haven't seen you this cruise. The TV placement is bizarre to me because, like, I appreciate that it's a bigger TV, but it being right across from the bed, like, you want to sit on the couch, and we would get room service, and we'd be sitting there, and you can't really see the TV, or you have the kids in the room. I don't know how with the curtain, like, they can't see the TV. It's just interesting to me.
Now, you didn't have 2 TVs, one for the wall and one for like the area where the kids were?
No, it's just one. It's at the foot of the bed. It's just one giant TV.
Because
whereas on the fantasy, it's on the edge where like the dresser meets the bed. It's like, and it's on a pivot. This one is just flat on the wall. It was.
Oh. So when you got into your room, was your names on the TV or no? Yeah. Okay. Because that was like the newest thing that we saw. We're like, oh, cool! You got the names on our TV and everything. So that's
cool.
Oh, well, that's like staying in a resort, right? Don't they do that in a resort?
Not well. That's new on the resorts because it wasn't going on. For a second, I thought he got frozen with his eyes closed. No, not that's like a 2-year recent thing with the resorts because they didn't have the
app too. The app's a little different.
Much nicer.
The app is different now?
Yeah, it's a little different when you get on board. There's a few more different features. You also from your phone can get the room TV on your phone.
Oh, really?
You can stream right to your phone.
You can stream right.
And it was like instant. I was able to sit in the adult area and stream like the football game on Saturday and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
And it's the live TV that they have and like their direct TV, like the movies that they have on their thing. So like if you wanted to play a Disney movie, Moana.
Now, were they in the same app? You were allowed to actually chat to each other, like if somebody was on another side of the ship. And see, I like that. That is a great feature to have, especially because everybody has phones. When I forget what ship I went on, and I was like, "This is awesome that I'm able to chat with somebody on the app." I mean, it wasn't you're not on Wi-Fi. I mean, you were on Wi-Fi, but you're not on the outside. You're just in that little bubble.
Did you get the Wi-Fi package? Okay. You really wanted to escape.
Yeah.
Always.
And even on the other ships too, your iMessage still works on Disney's Wi-Fi. So like I was still able to text who was watching our dog to make sure like get check-ins on them. So we've never gotten the internet because I'm still able to like I could have texted you. Like it would have still gone through.
He was waiting for it.
I'm sorry.
He didn't get anything. He cried a little.
We're already looking to book another one. We have a couple in our sites. We're just trying to decide which one we want to do.
Whoa, you see that?
Boys, huh? So, yeah. This is like Listen, I'm going to go from forest to forest and find my way through everything.
See which rainforest I like better.
All right, let me ask you, what is this? What is this thing?
Oh,
It's a
that's the
gingerbread
gingerbread house.
This is a gingerbread house?
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Well, it's right
they had
outside
that. Did they sell the
1923.
shingles and anything like that?
Did they sell like no, like not like the Grand Floridian, but
Yeah,
it's the same kind of thing. Each ship has its own that they make.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was in like the main lobby. So the Christmas tree was on one side, and then on the other side was this.
Okay, so this is in the lobby. Oh, there's Donald.
Yeah.
Goofy.
So inside there's more of the characters, but they all fell down. If you go in like the bottom of the castle and you go in there,
Oh, there's Mickey. What happened?
they all fell down.
Poor guy. This is Minnie's feet right here.
Look at Pluto. He fell out the castle.
They weren't allowed into the forest.
Oh, Pluto. Look at him. What happened? Why did they fix
That's how
that?
rocky it was.
Yep.
Oh, it's because the ship was rocking?
Yeah, things were falling. It was wild.
Oh my gosh. And no one came over to straighten them out.
You know what? I had the intrusive thought to be like, if I just went under the rope, nobody would know.
Oh, because there's a rope so you can't get near it, right?
I was like, but nobody would know.
Gotcha.
But I was like, Melanie, you can't do that.
Look at they put a cross on there. That's kind of interesting. It says Disney Cruise Line right there.
It's Notre Dame.
That's kind of cool. Got some hidden Mickeys all around.
I don't know if those are classified as hidden when they're right there in your face.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Goofy didn't fall over. Look at him. Oh gosh. He didn't fall over.
Been drinking all night.
So this is right next to 1923, right?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
on the wall.
What's that?
Who's the guy there?
That's our friend.
Oh, so quick question. Did you go into the jewelry place and get the closer?
Oh,
Get the what?
The closer.
the closer come out.
The closer. Did Jason ever tell you that story?
No.
No, if you ever go on to an expensive place and you're on the fence or you're waffling about spending big money, someone always brings out the closer, and the Wish when we went, they had a closer, and let's just say it was like we'd say like the Hooters of
yeah, it wasn't even buttoned all the way up. She was unbuttoned. I mean, it was like,
oh, I hear you're thinking about buying this piece here. I'm like, oh my God, they got this lady out here because they want me to just drool and give my credit card.
yeah.
And I was like, I got it. Like they brought the closer. I'm out of here. And like she's literally, like the guy literally went through a door into a room, came out, and here she comes right to me. I'm like, I'll leave it.
Like the biggest sucker of them all.
Yep.
No, we did.
I'll take care of this. She's like, I'll get him.
One, and they swarmed us. Like 4 people. Oh, how can we help you? And we're just like, we're just cutting through.
I looked at contract. I'll be right back.
I went to the rainforest room. I can't afford any of these jewelry.
Sorry, spend my money in the rainforest room. Gonna go take a shower.
Exactly. I gotta let people watch me shower.
How many showers you take today? I don't know. I gotta get every cent.
Ridiculous. I don't know. I would say overall, like,
yeah,
I liked this cruise. We like cruising. We're big fans of Disney Cruise Line. We're big fans of Disney. It felt like Disney. It felt new. It felt nice. It definitely didn't have as much, like, I would say, charm as the older ships, but it just felt very new and sleek and
very modern,
like modern IP and things like that. No, I'm excited. I mean, we have the Destiny booked. I'm interested to see the difference, but
all right. Well, let me ask you it this way. So let's start off with comparing the Disney Wish to other cruise lines. You've been on Royal Caribbean. Oscar's been on Carnival. He's a big Carnival guy. Like Oscar, Carnival is like for Oscar.
That tracks for him, yeah.
So all right. So how
lots of closers.
The closers are everywhere in Carnival.
Yeah.
Walk down the
the
hall.
openers and the closers.
So
Yeah.
obviously you got the Disney experience now with a lot of ships, and now with the Wish. How would you compare this ship to, like, say, a ship you've been on Royal?
Well, first of all, I will never go on a Royal Caribbean cruise ever again.
Here's the deal. I think that certain cruise lines are for certain people. So I feel like if you're somebody who likes to drink and party all day, you may enjoy Carnival. We
So
are not.
Carnival,
Smoke hashish?
I did not enjoy Carnival, but Royal is like, I feel like if you can't afford the Disney prices, but you still want something that's like decent, I think Royal Caribbean is fine.
It's definitely cheaper. No, I mean, Disney is one of the more expensive airlines. Like, and
It's a
that's
premium.
that's not
And you get what you pay for. It's a premium price. So if you can't afford to
I'll tell you, I did a back-to-back cruise. I did Royal Caribbean and then did one of the Disney 3 nights, and the quality of the ship was just completely night and day. I mean, just you look at. So I say this is how you look. You look at the toilets, and the toilets has that brown staining because of the water, not because of but because it hasn't been cleaned. No, not because of the poop. It's just because they don't clean it. But if you go on Disney's, you still see the porcelain white. That's right there. I mean, literally, it would tell you. You can eat off of it,
It's not brown because there's poop. It's brown.
It's brown because they didn't take care of it. They didn't wash it. They didn't put those little tablets in the stupid sink thing.
It's not brown because of the poop. Thanks for clarifying that.
You're welcome. Jason's like, mine was brown the whole time. What do you mean?
I did both cruise lines. The difference.
No,
It's a cleanliness.
It's all about the toilet.
It's all about the brown and the toilet.
Okay,
That's
so
the
watch.
big difference.
When you go to a different cruise line and you go to Disney, you're gonna start looking at the toilets. You're gonna be like, "Now I know what he's talking about." Yup.
The biggest factor,
Unbelievable.
But not the
Get out
food.
after you go.
Not
Before you go.
the entertainment. Not the itinerary.
No, entertainment you can't tell if the ship is well taken care of.
Oh my god.
I'm just letting you know.
I don't even remember what you were asking.
I'm gonna hurt myself.
What you were asking.
Oh gosh.
Listen, I don't know. We love Disney. And we're unique. We don't have kids. We don't gamble. We don't really drink. Like, we'll have a drink, but we're not drinkers. I don't know. I feel like my experience on Royal, I agree with Oscar to a point. Like, the ships are definitely not kept up as much as Disney. And everybody on Royal was very nice, but the service quality at Disney, I just feel like you can't really get anything better than that. Like, the wait staff, the room hosts, the head waiter, just like everyone that we've ever encountered. We've done 4 now, have all been great. I'm a big fan. I recommend anybody to go on one. I don't think the Wish, not that I didn't like the Wish, I just don't think it's been my favorite. And I think it's because of how long we were there for. I think the 7-day on the Fantasy, like, you had to peel me out of that ship. I mean, I was sad to leave the Wish, but partially because I was going back to like life and things like that. But
I think we would give Wish another shot on a longer.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm excited that the Treasure is doing the longer itineraries because that's more appealing to me. Even the Destiny, that's a 4-night, so that's something even better.
The density.
So
Right.
I highly recommend it. I mean, it's kind of like the same question of like, people are like, oh, would you pick Disney World, Disneyland, or Disneyland Paris? Which one would you go to? And I'm like, they're all different, but they all have different things different.
Do you have a favorite ship then? Like, and where does the Wish rank now in terms of the ships that you've been on, the Disney cruise ships?
Dead last.
Dead last.
But
this
not
is hard.
The fourth wasn't that good.
He's not giving the right answer. I would say, so our first that we've ever went on, like Disney Cruise Line, was the Dream. And it was a great cruise. There was like 900 people on board. Our best friends got engaged on that ship. And so that holds like a sentimental place to us. We've been on the Dream twice, so it holds a good spot. The Dream and the Fantasy are literally the same except the adult area on the Fantasy. But we did this 7-day on the Fantasy, and I think those slight changes that they've made between the two bring the Fantasy to the top spot. The Dream just holds a sentimental place to us. So I think that's why it leaves the Wish at the bottom.
Well, we liked the layout. We had incredible wait staff.
Yeah, like there's been other things that have made it.
Yeah. I'm
interested to go on the Magic and the Wonder and the Treasure and all these other 5 new ones that y'all don't even know about are coming. So I'm interested to see where these other ones lie. But as it stands now, I would say the Fantasy, then the Dream, then the Wish.
Okay, but you wouldn't rule out another cruise on the Wish. Like if it just so happened there was a good deal, it was affordable, you could go out. You would have no reservations to go on another.
I
Wish
need
cruise.
a Disney cruise booked at all times. There will never be a time in my life where I will not have one booked. Oscar! Do you have any booked, Oscar, right
now? No. I bought a house, but somebody else bought a house too.
We did do the density before.
Actually, I have 2 booked right now.
Right, see?
I have 2 coming up.
Yeah, because he helped us buy a house.
Thanks to us, Oscar. That thanks to us.
That's right.
He's doing because of us. Exactly, yes.
Thanks a lot, Brandon and Mel.
I got 2 suckers. We're going on a cruise.
I liked it. I'm a big fan. I think everybody should go on one. Now, the question people always ask me, is it worth the price? And I felt like I could never answer that because we had never had to pay like full price. We've always had the opportunity to pay the discounted price.
Technically, if you go by day, just on a regular, just vacation wise, you're going to spend a good amount of money. I mean, add it all up, you're going to come close to a $5,000, $6,000 for your week trip. I mean, cruising sounds expensive because you're putting all that money all at once and not realizing you're doing it bit by bit. Because like in a regular vacation, you go bit by bit, you're paying every day bit by bit. Yeah. Cruising, you got to pay that right in front.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, it seems like a lot of money, but in all seriousness, it comes about the same. I mean,
and it's nice. We're in a place of privilege where, like, we only took off Friday. I went to work on Monday, so because we're only an hour from the port.
Well, like that's the thing. Yes.
When you think of another vacation, there's flights, there's the drive to the airport, the flight, the whole thing. Like, I think about when we just came back from Paris. Like, we were gone for not very long, but most of it was spent just like getting to where we needed to go.
Oscar, we just came back from Paris. We just bought a house. We just went on a cruise.
I don't know what you're talking about.
In our defense, the cruise was last minute, and so was the house. So,
well,
it's great cruising. Enjoy it.
I don't know that there's another vacation that you can take where you can truly disconnect from the rest of the world, have everything you want included. Now, of course, you can always buy extras, but if you don't want to, everything's included: your food, your hotel, your entertainment. Everything's included. You I know you can get the iMessage, but you can just shut it off or whatever and just truly be away from everything for a period of time. I don't think there's another vacation like it. And the more I go on them, the more I enjoy them. And I think like, for example, like even going to Disney, and when I used to come to Disney World and come down here on vacations, it was a lot of it was because, okay, I'm entering a different world now. I'm escaping from my reality world. I'm entering to a world of fantasy and whatever. And that's true. But that still doesn't even compare to going on a cruise. And I think, right, the longer you're on the cruise, the longer you're away from reality and the more you've escaped and can unwind. And that 3 days, boy, just when you're getting into it, You've got to get off.
Yeah. Exactly. They
Back
pull
and
you right away.
luggage tags on the bed, and I was like, "What the?"
I just got here. What are you doing?
I was like, "Brandon, we have to pack," and we were like, "What?" Yeah, I mean, and it also works for Brandon and I because my ideal vacation is to sit on a beach. Like, I'm a big beach person. I could go to a resort in some island and sit there for 7 days and rot on the beach. That's not Brandon at all. He likes to relax, but he likes the adventure. He likes being able to do things. He likes to be able to have activities and things. So the cruise is good for us because I can get I can go off the ship. I can go lay on an island or I can go lay by the pool. But then we'll go do, we'll go to the sports thing and we'll play pool and we'll go do some activity. Or
we bring board games and stuff like that to do there because there's plenty of lounge areas and stuff. So
it's good for us because I get my beach and my pool and my relaxing, but then Brandon gets the opportunity. Even we go to Cozumel, he does we do a fun excursion where he feels like he's getting the adventure part of his vacations. So it's just, I think again, it's the bubble. There's no better disconnect, and then it's something for everybody.
Nothing feels better than when you walk on the ship and you can just play in airplane mode and just be completely off of it.
Well, that's the whole thing. You go on a cruise, everything's right there for you. I mean, you go like Jason was saying. If you go to a vacation to Disney, you're realizing that you're going to be waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning to make rope drop. You're going to be staying there the whole day because you just paid for a whole day. I mean, literally, you're exhausted from just visiting the parks. But a cruise itself, relax, go to the forest, get some rain on you. No, in all seriousness, it's just biggest thing. My biggest thing on any cruise, doesn't matter if it's Carnival, Disney, it's when you step out into the veranda and all you see is ocean.
Yep.
And that's it.
It's great. I love
that. And you smell the air, the sea breeze and all that stuff. It's just exactly that view.
Yeah, it was great. I'm a big.
Yep.
Our friends do a lot of the longer cruises. So for their honeymoon, they did the transatlantic on the Dream from Miami.
See, I would totally do that.
To Barcelona.
What was that, 14 days?
Yes, it was 14 days. They go around the Azores. They go around all Barcelona. And then they did in September, like I said, they did the Vancouver down, and then they did all the Hawaiian Islands, and then they went to Aulani. They were on the ship for, I think, 10 days.
That's amazing.
They're trying to get us because this year, the transatlantic, and this summer, the Fantasy is going to Europe, not the Dream for the first time.
Yeah, but for me, I can't get 14 days in a row straight from work.
Yeah.
That's hard for me to do. And for Kelly, the same. So, I mean, those type of trips, you have to be able to know that you're going to be gone for 14 days, not talk to anybody, not deal with anybody else. And sadly,
I got a dog. I can't do that.
Exactly. I got a dog. I got things to do for 14 days. And it's
I think the longest I would ever go is 7 days. We did the 7-day cruise and I felt fulfilled. I was like, we had a great vacation, but I miss my bed. I miss my dog. I miss, I think 7 days is as long as we would go.
Is that the perfect cruise length? Because you said you did a 5-night cruise. How does the 5-night cruise rank with that?
Oh, yeah.
That was good too.
The 5-night was nice too, because I think you get the additional menus, you get the pirate night menu, you get to experience different things. Yeah, I would say 5. 5 would be fine. I would be happy with a 5. Definitely a 3 is not long enough.
I just realized what I forgot to ask you about. Was there a pirate night?
There was,
but wasn't.
No, there was a pirate night, and they did the pirate show, and we got the bandana in our bed. The only difference was there was no pirate night menu.
Okay.
Because you only ate at each, because there's only 3 nights. So if let's say pirate night was the night you ate. So pirate night was the night we ate at Arendelle. We would have never had the Arendelle menu. So it was pirate night, but you don't get the pirate night menu.
Okay.
And they did the whole show and everything.
What did you make of the show? Because there's no character. Oh, you didn't see it.
We didn't go to this one. No, we've done it on the Dream.
We've seen it before.
It's a totally different show than the other ones. It's not Mickey coming down on a rope or anything like that.
Yeah, I came off the ship. That's nice for you to let me know that. That's right.
You could have told me that a few days ago.
Tell me that. I saw you last week, so you could have said that.
No, but
no, he was just jealous. She's going to the forest. I ain't gonna tell her nothing.
Oh my, get over the forest.
No,
Nope.
but I went to the show and the pirate show, and I'm waiting for Pirate Mickey to come down. No Pirate Mickey, no Goofy, no characters. It just
that's weird.
These people putting on a rock show. And don't get me wrong, they were excellent performers. Like it was good music, it was well themed, everything. But
do you want to know probably?
I want to see Mickey. Like,
why that is?
Why?
Because the same person that might be friends with Mickey Mouse is also friends with the genie on the stage show. They don't because okay, so when there is pirate night on like a 4-night cruise, there's no nighttime show. There's no stage show that night, I should say. So there's no like Beauty and the Beast, Frozen, Aladdin, any of that. So the cast members who are friends with Mickey are also friends with the genie. So they can't probably do both, would be my...
Yeah, because that would mean they would have to do 3 shows that night because they have their 2 normal shows.
There's not enough time.
And then they would have to do the pirate show that night.
Because there's only so many people on board. So like...
I want to see Mickey.
I agree.
You could be friends with him. You could go be friends with him.
I go to a pirate show. I want to see Pirate Mickey.
No, but there was a pirate.
For all of us, I think we all enjoy cruising. Cruising is a spectacular, amazing.
So are you going to come on the density with us?
Come on.
Listen, it's so far away.
There's nothing there. I can't even do that. Oh,
it's already paid off, so it's free.
Oh yeah, you paint it
for you.
Once you pay it off, it's free.
Oh yeah. No, technically not, because then if you want to do something else on the ship, pay. It's like. See, I am a buffet guy. I will go and enjoy the buffet as much as I can because I know I paid for that. I hate
That's
to go
why
to
your toilets are brown. Because you go to the buffet.
Don't be jealous. Listen. Listen, Linda.
Linda.
No, I do enjoy cruising. I do enjoy what they offer, what you paid for, and I'm going to take full advantage of that. To me, to go to a different restaurant, you know what? If I want to do that, I'll do that in my own time when I'm home. Go to a restaurant and pay for that. No, I don't. No, I even hate going into like the dress up nights. Like, to me, Kelly knows. Kelly's the one who drags me. Says, come on, let's go. I'm like, all right, let's go. But to me, I could go to the buffet, get what I want to go, get the pizza, whatever. I don't care. And just enjoy the ocean, enjoy the view. I'm like, don't need anything else.
I like the formal nights.
Wow.
I don't mind going to them. You
you dress up?
Yeah, I put a suit and tie on the formal nights. And you don't do that? Yeah, I like doing it. I don't know. We've done it a few times.
I'm the type of guy who just puts on like one of these shirts and shorts.
Eating at the same time as them. They're eating at the 5:30 dinner. They have children with them.
But on a 4-night cruise, they don't have a formal night. I think those are only on like 7 nights and longer.
So last night though, we still had a lot of people doing a formal night.
Yeah, there was a lot of.
It wasn't like an actual
formal night on a 3-night.
But people dressed like it was a formal night.
I think what it was
exactly, Daniel.
I think people wanted to take family photos. I saw a lot of people taking like nice family photos on board.
Okay.
Especially with a Christmas tree. So I think like that's what the vibe was people were trying to get like, a little family photo shoot going on.
No, yeah. I'm not, to me, I'm not, I don't care for that. I don't.
We never done it either. The only thing we dress nice for is Palo because they have a dress code.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think like a true formal night. Maybe Disney doesn't even do it anymore. I'm not even sure if any cruise ship does it. Maybe like Celebrity or somebody might do it.
Yeah, they do.
Like you have to dress up with a collared shirt or something, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to because I didn't, but yeah, I mean, people dressed up. I mean, you got the women.
No, I'm not talking about tuxedos. I'm not saying like I don't wear a tuxedo, but like to wear a suit and
Dressed
tie.
up with a tie, suit and tie.
Yeah.
You had a smoker's jacket, whatever you needed to get. I mean, yeah.
I
hate
like
those,
it. I
man.
don't know. I guess I like getting dressed up once in a while like that.
Well,
so.
that's the thing with Kelly. Kelly's like, when do we ever get dressed up? We don't go any place that we have to get dressed up. I'm like, we don't have time.
I always feel like if everybody's gonna do it and it's a requirement, I'll do it. But I don't want to be one of those like 10 people rolling up in a ball gown when everybody else is wearing jeans. And
everybody's wearing their dirty slippers.
Right. I think if it was like you have to dress up to go to dinner, I would do it. But I don't want to be that oddball out that's like walking in with like.
I agree with that.
Brandon's wearing a tuxedo and the guy next to him is wearing a shirt dirty from the
That would be
buffet.
me.
Linsky, welcome. A little late there, Linsky. Welcome anyway.
Smoker's jacket. That sounds trashy. I don't think Daniel has ever dressed up.
Now I want to get a smoker's jacket because I don't even know what that is. What the heck is a smoker's jacket?
You never heard what a smoker's jacket is?
No.
Well, okay. So a smoker's jacket is basically if you go into a fast food restaurant where it requires a jacket, it was called a smoker's jacket, which they would give you to wear so that way
like the Friars Club.
What's that?
Like the Friars Club does.
Yeah. So a smoker's jacket, that's what it was. It was a jacket given to you.
Smoker's jacket. This looks like what Hugh Hefner wears.
What are you looking at?
You can't look.
No, that's not a smoker's. No, that's
smoker's jacket.
Yes.
And Hugh Hefner's robe comes up. Look at this.
Oh, because he probably smoked in that. Yeah. But no, they would give you in the old times. They would give you a jacket so that way you fit in and not be out of look.
This is Oscar rolling up to dinner.
That's right. That would be more comfortable than wearing an actual jacket.
A jacket that holds a few pack of cheese slims, a cigar, and a lighter. Yeah.
Let me see. Here we go. How much is a smoker's jacket? Let's see. It's on Amazon, $100.
And you can get it here by Christmas.
Men's Allure smoking jacket, satin lining. Mira, give me one of these things for our cruise.
No, but that's what Hugh Hefner wears. So
I would wear one of those.
See, go ahead.
I would wear one of those instead of a regular jacket. That to me is more comfortable than a jacket.
That's a robe. No, that's not a jacket.
I know it's a robe, but I wouldn't wear that. Yeah.
You know who would wear this? Daniel would wear this.
Oh, 100%. Daniel would wear 100%.
Daniel would want to be comfy. Daniel
he
would wear
only
this.
Wear that. That's the thing. That literally, he'd take that off. He had nothing underneath.
Oh God, that's so funny.
I have never heard of that before.
I think I've heard the term before, but I didn't know what it was.
No, that's not a smoker's jacket. Smoker's jackets. Literally, you went to like high-end restaurants, and if you didn't have a jacket, it wasn't a robe.
It says here robes.
Is this because this is like, okay, I got to go outside and smoke, and I just got to put a little schmutz on to go outside and have a smoke?
I don't know. But to me...
Look, there's Hugh Hefner.
You get Hugh Hefner for a smoker's jacket.
So, Oscar, is it something like this?
It was an actual jacket to cover your shirt, so that way you could go into the actual restaurant and not be...
No, it looks like a robe.
That's a robe, dude. No.
Men's smoking jacket.
Smoking jacket,
something like that.
Something like that, yes. That actually fit into the way you would walk into a nice, fancy restaurant.
Look at this story here: the glorious return of the smoking jacket. What?
Yeah,
are you serious?
But that's what they used to give you, yeah.
Look at the huge buttons on that thing.
That I don't know.
Can you imagine rolling up to 1923?
No. Roll up to Arendelle.
With a pipe. Oh.
Well, we know what we're getting you for Christmas, Oscar.
Oh my God!
I'll go up to your house just with them wearing that. Be like, hello.
See, look at that. See, look at this guy. This guy even has a cigar. Look at him.
That's how you go to Hooters in your smoker.
Imagine. We should dress
Daniel
up
says
for
for
like
that-
a Halloween night, just wearing smokers jackets.
For that, just go in a nightgown.
It's literally a robe, so you could.
Yeah, that's a robe.
No
Yeah,
wonder
I don't
why
know what
Kelly's like, come on, let's go. And this is what you want to roll up in.
I would prefer that than
Look at
the
these
jacket.
dudes.
Look at the blue one. Did you see that blue and gray one? Go
This one
up.
here?
No,
No.
it was up. Close out of that. Close that one. Look at that one.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
That looks like Laura's curtain.
Yeah.
It's like Laura's curtains. Daniel will wear a formal snuggie.
Yes,
Oh
you
my
would.
god. That's so funny. Wait till we tell Laura her curtains have turned into a smoker's jacket.
What is
These
it?
guys.
That's literally a robe. Look, those are robes.
Listen, you have your forest. We have our smoker's jacket, okay?
The glorious return of the smoker's jacket. Look at this one. Men's Hugh Hefner style smoking jacket.
That is not. That's a robe.
He looks like he's ready for a cruise. That's all I'm saying.
He's a fancy restaurant for that, dude.
He's ready for the closure to come up.
Exactly.
He's
Who's the
waiting for the
closer?
closure to come up and set sail.
It's the one for Oscar right here.
Which one?
This one here, Oscar.
Oh, there you go.
Look at these straps. See, now I want to go on a cruise with Oscar.
You're like, this is balling. Yeah.
Look at this
You're
guy.
like, yeah.
Oh man, this is gold.
You
If
could
people
never
look
go
at
on
you
a
like-
carnival with your brown toilets and wear a smoker's jacket.
It's called a plunger.
Oh man, that's so funny.
I
Never heard of it. Never heard of
I'm
it.
gonna call it a night because I gotta
That's
get
so
up early.
funny. All right, guys. So, all right, two more questions. Final thoughts on the cruise. Just anything we might have missed, and then the second part is I want you to give your overall cruise a score of 1 to 10, and you can use decimal points.
I mean, final points. It was great. It was exactly what we needed. We've had a lot going on. It's been a crazy year. I've been dying to squeeze a cruise in, so we got it scheduled. We went. It was a good time. We went with our good friends that we always travel with.
If you've never been on a cruise, get on a cruise.
Yeah, I don't have anything bad to say about it. I mean, it was a little rocky, but there's nothing anybody can do about that.
Yeah.
Score out of 10. I'm trying to think like I don't know.
And just in general, you know, like an overall, hey, it was the Disney atmosphere, the food, the service, the ship, the rocky waters, everything combined.
I would probably give it like a 7.5.
Yeah, I'm in
7.5.
that camp too. Yeah, probably like a 7 to 7.5. Yeah,
Because
It's too short.
it might be.
I mean, you didn't enjoy the forest, so that's why you're giving it a low score.
yeah, I think, but it was interesting because going into it, and I know it's kind of hard, but going into the cruise, I knew I wasn't already going to like it because it was only 3 days. So like going into it, I like the circumstances around the whole thing already made me kind of have like a lower score because it was only a 3 day. The rocky waters definitely was not great. And I would say the biggest takeaway was how unbelievably crowded it was. Like when people say to us like, oh, you go to Disney all the time. Isn't it full of kids? Or you go on a Disney a young couple. I don't have kids. And I'm always like, it's not like that. Like there's adult areas and, it's really not, I don't feel overwhelmed by children. And like, I love kids. They don't bother me. But I will say like the crowds of people and the amount of people and the amount of children really kind of like, I felt like everywhere we went on a cruise, it was just packed with people. The shops, the restaurants, the buffets, the elevators, everywhere you went, it was just congestion and children.
Now, do you think it was because it was a 3-day cruise, it was cheaper? That's why you had so many people?
I don't necessarily think it's the cost. I think it's the time away from work and school. I think it's a quick weekend. Like you could fly in Thursday night and fly back Monday morning if you're out of state. It's a quick trip to take anybody out of school and work and things like that. I don't know if it was the cost. I think it's the fact that it's a 3-day over a weekend.
See, I'd like to know the ratio of locals to out-of-towners that went on the ship.
But even locals, like if you live 5 hours away, you can just drive in that morning and drive. We were the table next to us. The table next to us, they were from Hilton Head. So they were getting off the ship, just driving back. So it was just, I think, I don't know if it's the cost. I have a feeling the 3 days are appealing because it's a quick trip. It's 3 days. You take 1 day off work and you have this, you go to the Caribbean, you go to the Bahamas, you go to all these nice places. Like, well, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, I went to the Bahamas. You know, it's like a quick.
Our friends that we were working with,
6 hours.
They've done like the 3 days multiple times, and they feel that it's like very characteristic of the shorter trips have a lot more crowds and people.
Yeah. Okay.
But but it was nothing against Disney or the Wish or the staff or the food or anything like that. I just think it was the circumstances of what it was. It's a short cruise, and it was just the fact that there were more children on board than adults is crazy. There were so many kids, like so many strollers. Oh my gosh, wagons, and they don't. I guess they don't have restrictions on that kind of stuff on board. So people were bringing like wagons, like those giant wagons that are banned from the parks. They're like barely through Mickey's main town. You're like, you can't even move over because there's just all these people. It was just crazy. It was
and I feel like on the shorter cruise too, I feel like we noticed people didn't utilize like the children's zones as much because it's such a short trip. Every day is like action packed. We have to do this. We have to do
like
that.
family time.
There's always some activity that the family do together. Where at least on the longer cruises, you can space it out more. So
yes, you get to enjoy more of what the ship offers.
Yeah,
too many wildebeests. Absolutely. Yeah, and it doesn't bother us. Like I'm never one to be like too many kids. Like you even go to the parks. I'm never like, oh, there were so many. It was overwhelming the number of people and kids. So.
Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us and to giving us a review on your cruise. Thank you, that was really great. Really great insight, and I appreciate you guys joining us. So thanks again, and hopefully we'll have you guys back then. Yeah, we'll have you guys to get a full review of your next cruise then, because I'm sure you're going to be booking one right around the corner. So we'll get you on the next one too.
Nudist cruise.
What did he say?
The nudist cruise.
Nudist. Notice he's smiling. He's like, yeah.
You'll walk out with your smoker's jacket, the closer to the nip. You're ready to go.
I'm ready.
All right. Have a great night. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks so much. Enjoy.